Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today, we're checking out a god game, city builder, colony sim, all smushed together into one. This is the very hard to pronounce Reus 2. I believe that's the way you say it. It could be Reus 2. Either way. This is it. Anyway, let's jump into things, see what we've got in store for us. And whilst we do that, I should point out that this video has been sponsored by the publishers Fire Squid, so thank you very much to them for sponsoring the video. You can check out the game linked down in the description below. It is releasing today, and there's a 10% discount over on Steam, which you can check out right now. Anyway, we're going to create ourselves a brand new planet. We're going to have to select a human spirit. As sort of part of the creation process. All plants gain plus 20 food. That's going to be quite handy. The sage wants to take care of its people and tribe, and the food is the base of a healthy population. Sure. This is all looking good. This is all fine. We'll talk a little bit about this as we go. Tutorial quests, we're going to leave it on because the tutorial is excellent at sort of guiding us through the sort of planet creation process. And the planet creation process is what we are going to be doing. And we're going to be doing it with these three guys right up at the back here. Now, we are effectively celestial stewards for this tiny little tribe, and we need to sort of nurture them and turn them into something marvelous. And we need to turn the planet into something marvelous as well. These three giants have each got sort of different specialties. This individual here, or this giant thing, is particularly good at terraforming the planet and creating forests. So let's go and do that right now, shall we? We'll terraform ourselves a little bit of forest. This guy over here, who looks like a crab, is particularly good at creating oceans. Let's do that over there. And then Mr. Mountain over here is particularly good at creating deserts. So there we go. We are turning empty biome into forest, a little bit of ocean, and soon, as soon as you start pounding your fists upon the planet, there we go. We're creating ourselves a lovely little desert. Brilliant. Okay, so everybody has sort of done their respective terraforming specialty, which is kind of nice. And then it falls to us, as the steward of this lovely little tribe here, to decide where to settle a city. And I would like to settle these nomads in... sure, we'll settle them over here. Let's do that. They've had divine inspiration to come and settle in this very specific location. And what do you know? We've created Timberberg, which is lovely. Look at that. So there's a couple of different things to sort of break down about Timberberg. It is formed of people. We've also got technology as well, and we've also got wealth. Now, these three resources will combined make prosperity. So we've got a little prosperity counter up here. We've got one population, one technology, one wealth. They all add together to make prosperity, which is pretty darned cool. And the way that we improve prosperity is actually by improving the area around the city. So as you can see, Timberberg stretches from this area right over to here. In fact, what I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to terraform just a smidgen more. There we go. Just a little extra more so we can bring the forest totally, or the city totally within the forest boundaries, which I think is quite nice. Now, this is where things start to get very, very cool indeed. We want to try and increase the prosperity of Timberberg as much as we possibly can. So what we are going to use is we are going to use the other power that our giants have in order to try and introduce species, rocks, and other little bits and bobs to the city in order to make them grow. So, forest guy over here, forest giant, can create plants. We can create ash, which is going to give us 15 science. So that's going to take our technology level to the next level. Or we've got a blueberry, which is going to output 10 food, and it also gives us plus 10 food if adjacent to a mineral bioticum, i.e. if there is a stone next door, we're going to get a nice little food bonus. So you can probably start to see where this is going. We're able to chain together some pretty sickeningly cool combos in order to make everything work. Let's have a little look at what you've got. You've got the ability to place rabbits and stoats Okay, you've got the ability to place moss agate and mossy stone. Okay, very, very interesting indeed. I think we're probably interested in placing a rabbit over here. Let's go and place a rabbit over here. I will say it's going to cost us 30 eon. We've got a little measure of our eon over here. Basically, eon can be considered a timer. As soon as we spend 30 eon, we'll progress to the next era. Either way, we're gonna place that rabbit. Happy days. Look at that. The food is gonna be delivered to the village, and the village is gonna grow. We can see it accruing down here. Boom! Our prosperity is going to increase. Fantastic. Very, very happy indeed. Okay, that gives us a great opportunity to talk about symbiosis. So this is a rabbit, it's a herbivore, it's got fur, and it's a critter. If we were to place a stoat, for example, we would get plus 20 coins if adjacent to one other critter. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to place it over here, and that is going to give us a whole bunch of money, which hopefully is going to take our wealth to the next level. Of course, this city isn't particularly interested in wealth, so that's maybe not something that we would want to do. This city has given us a request of additional population, so we need to focus up on getting food delivered to this city. Plus 10 food if adjacent to a mineral bioticum. I mean, we could, but if we get a mineral bioticum from you over here, that's not going to give us much food either. So I think what we're probably interested in doing is just nabbing ourselves another rabbit. Let's do it. Let's do another rabbit. Let's make that happen. And that's going to get us 15 extra food, which is great, and that's going to be pressed right into service over here, which is marvelous. And happy days. Boom. We're looking good. We completed the objective, which is phenomenal. That unlocks a couple of different things for us. Let's talk about them in turn. First things first, it unlocks the ability to settle an additional nomad, which is kind of cool. We can settle another town on our planet. It's also unlocked biodiversity, and biodiversity is really important because it allows us to explore more powerful sort of synergies and unlocks between all of the different animals and rocks and, you know, different mosses. It's all happening. Anyway, let's see if we can try and call a nomad. We've got a couple of different options here. We've got the miner. The miner's very interested in science for minerals, and the pirate queen loves high seas and gold. Industrious, okay, or greed. I kind of like the idea of the pirate queen. That seems pretty pog to me. And honestly, I think the pirate queen is going to be settled in the desert. Why in the desert? Because I'll tell you why. Rocks, which we can stick down in the desert, will give us money, and money in the desert is easier to come by than money elsewhere. At least from what I've played thus far. Okay, so you're gonna walk around to the other side of the planet, settle a second city, and raise your eon limit. Yes, indeed. So have a little look up at the top here. We've got 15 eon until the first era. That is gonna change as soon as. There we go. Look at that. We get this bad boy settled. 35 eon until the first era, which is pretty darn cool. Okay. That has introduced something called drafts. Now, drafts are what we get from getting biodiversity, right? So the more biodiversity on the planet that there is. Also, I'm going to create a little bit of extra. I'm going to create a little bit of extra desert here, just so we've got it all. Just so we got the whole town in sort of the same biome. I think that's a nice thing to do. It just looks nicer. We can always change the biomes at a later date. It's super easy for us, and it doesn't actually cost anything, so might as well. Anyway, yeah, biodiversity leads drafts. Drafts allows us to choose additional super-powered biotica. Let's have a little look at the desert. Let's see what we can get. I'm going to draft a desert biotica, and that's going to give us the option of either limestone or lapis lazuli, which is cool. We need to have a certain amount of diversity before we place this, but that's fine. I'm okay with this. Let's unlock the lapis lazuli. This is going to give us plus 30 gold for each distinct gem bioticum. All right. I'll explain what that means momentarily. Excellent. We've drafted this. The Pirate Queen has got a request. Have 3 wealth. We've only got 1 wealth at the moment. 10 coins. We need 20 coins. We can sort that out. Right. This is looking good. Okay, we got a lot of rocks to choose from. When we drafted that lapis lazuli, I think we got a few extra rocks too. We've got topaz, plus 14 gold if adjacent to 1 gem bioticum, and adjacent to an animal bioticum. And we also need... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to place this here. This is just going to give us... This quartz is just going to give us straight... Is going to give us straight 20 gold, which is great. It's going to get us across the line. It's going to get us to the next level for sure. And then I'm going to get topaz. Amazing. And then that'll get us up to 2 biodiversity. So if we look to place the lapis lazuli right now, look at that. We cannot place it yet. But I think we're going to get you right over here, buddy. And maybe we'll be able to get an animal over here, at least in the future. But that's fine. Right, we still need to place this apex bioticum. I'm going to place it now. The city's expanded over there. Not necessarily a problem. We're going to place this right in here, and this is going to give us plus 30 gold for each distinct gem bioticum. That is going to give us an insane amount of gold. Watch the amount of gold that we have. This is going to sort of pretty distinctly explain the true power of what we are able to do with these apex bioticums. Look at that. 94 gold. It does get progressively more and more challenging to level things up once we go. But I think that you can sort of grasp the importance of making sure that you place things in the right place and just sort of stacking up those bonuses and just getting something hella juicy, you know? A hella juicy bonus is what we're after. Okay, what do we got? A real challenge. We need to inspire a project. We need to click the floating inspire button. That's fine. We can do that. And we also have a real challenge to complete a level 2 request. Let's actually jump over here. There we go. This is how we're going to inspire a project. A project is kind of like a monument, I suppose. A farm is going to give us, if there are 2/4 undergrowth biotica within the borders, if there are 2/fruit biotica. I'm going to take fruit picker. I think that seems pretty good. And what that is going to do is it is actually going to unlock a new bit of land for us, so it's not going to cost us anything in terms of space, but it does mean that if we're able to satisfy this, then that means that we're going to get even more food, which is just amazing, and I am very, very interested in doing that. We also have a level 2 request here to have 10 population. We also have the ability to draft. I think I'll draft something for the forest. Let's do it. I think the apple tree probably suits us better. We're also going to get the pear tree and the squirrel. I think that's what we're after. Yeah, let's grab the apple tree. Sure. I think that works out quite nicely for us. So we've filled this area mostly up. We still have a little bit of space over there. We've also got a nomad to call in, which we can do. I probably should do that so that we can get our Eon limit extended. What have we got? The Huntress. Huntress is always looking for a quarry or a companion to live from the wilds of the world. Alternatively, we can get ourselves the Inventor, always looking for science. Well, we've got somebody that's looking for food. We've got somebody that's looking for gold. Let's get somebody that's looking for science. What the heck? We cannot settle them on an ocean, and we could settle them on a coast. But to be honest, I might do that, actually. Alternatively, it would probably make much more sense if I just gave them their own little forest biome. Because it is going to be a little bit easier to try and get that foresty goodness. We can always, as I say, we can always expand the water into the correct location for the city. We're going to get you settled. Get you settled over here. I think that's perfect. Yeah, that's looking pretty decent. I like it. Okay, 10 population. How are we going to achieve that? By the way, look at our Eon limit increase. Should be happening momentarily. The orchard is going to get placed. We need to have plus 30 for each adjacent fruit bioticum. Okay, so we're going to need to get a blueberry, and we're going to need to get a pear tree, and we're going to need to make sure that we get them. We're going to need to make sure that we get them in a reasonably sensible Yeah, okay. So I think a pear tree... is that actually what we want? If adjacent to at least two distinct herbivore biotica, it's fine. So what we can do is we can place the pear tree. We can place the pear tree outside. It's fine to do that. It's not necessarily something that we want to do because obviously the benefit is not going to be felt by the city. We still do to get the biodiversity benefit, but what we can do is we can still place the apple tree within the city, and that is going to get us hella food anyway, which is really, really nice. Very, very cool. That also gets us our second bonus, which is really cool. And we also have about a bazillion food. I don't know if it's necessarily going to get us to 10 population. I would be absolutely over the moon if it did. I feel like it would be good. It would be really good. It's going to get us pretty close. Oh, can't wait. Also, we need to check the inventor settlement. Oh, you've gone right up to the border over there. That's fine. That's cool. Hey, you know what? We're gonna get to 10 population. Holy cow, we're actually gonna do it. We're gonna unlock a draft as well, which is really, really nice. It's gonna be an ocean draft. But hey, look at that. We managed to hit a level 2 city quest, which is really quite good. We got one draft left. We actually increased our max biome rank, which is quite sick. Do we want to draft forest? Do we want to draft ocean? We haven't really explored ocean, to be honest, but forest is kind of more useful, I suppose. Let's see if we can try and get this inventor to 3 technology, shall we? Right. What do we want to get? Probably just a few mossy stones. Is that it? Is that all that we really can get? I don't think any of these animals give... +5, +1. I mean, that's not bad. That's definitely possible. It's outside the city, so it's pretty worthless, but that's okay. 15 food for the herring. I mean, it's nice. But I would need to settle a city next to the water, and I could change this. I think I can change this biome to water if I wanted to. Yeah, I can change it to water, but I don't think that doing that is actually going to yield any specific increase in science or potential science output. Adjacent to a plant bioticum, gold. No, I think we're just as well. Leaving this as is. I think we're gonna draft ourselves. A forest. Oh, we're definitely drafting this. Well, that's fine actually. Science. We love science. Okay, let's expand. Let's expand this out, and let's see what we can do. I think we can definitely hit 3 innovation or 3 technology. Okay. Now, this pangolin is not going to give me what I want, but what was the other thing? There was another thing that did give me adjacency bonuses for science. Sagebrush, was that it? Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Okay, we'd have to replace that, and that's not in the right biome anyway. Let's not sweat the small stuff too much. Let's nab ourselves some of those mossy rocks. There we go. Mossy rocks, and we're gonna do a couple of these. There we go. In fact, I think that's actually all we need. We should only need 2, if my calculations are correct. And that actually does get us to the next era, which works out not too badly at all. We do have another level 2 objective, but we're not going to be able to fulfill that. So let's head to the next era. Next era brings some very exciting things with it. We can choose to either move to, well, we can choose a lot actually. We can move to the calm era, which is fine. Calm development, have a whole bunch of prosperity on the planet. There's a medium objective to move into the Iron Age, or indeed there's the Monument Age. Build up prestige for this historical city. It really depends on whose sort of path we want to follow, as to whose mission we're gonna choose to roll with. Should we go with the Pirate Queen? I kind of dig the Pirate Queen. Build up prestige for historical city. The Pirate Queen has 8 gold. Let's go for it. The Pirate Queen will start construction of a monument. It gives gold for each city on the planet that is smaller than the Pirate City Queen. Okay, let's do it. Let's move into the monument age and see what that brings for us. Okay, Monumental City. The Pirate Queen has 13 gold. The Pirate Queen has 2 element biotica within her borders. That is great. And also, we can choose an inspiration. If there are 2 to 3 predator bioticas within the border, that's very nice because we've already got 1, I think, in the stoat. So that's pretty darn sick. If I'm not mistaken. Nice. I like it. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. The Pirate Queen will hopefully grow. There we go. And all the settlers are just chilling out in the village, which is marvelous. There we go. It's updated. So, each tribe that has less prosperity. So as long as we keep everybody else poor, we're quite fine. This is 14. How much do we have over here? 22. Okay, this is an absolutely this is a Giga Chad settlement over here. Maybe that's my bad. Maybe I should have undercooked it a little bit. Either way, what else can we get? Predator 2/3 Predator Biotica. Oh, we don't have any predators in here at the moment, but we can definitely get a predator. We can get a sand cat, and that will be fine. Why don't we get you over here? And then let's get the critter as well. We'll get the critter over here. We've got a bonus slot, which is a super booster. We can have 50% total yield increased, which is quite nice. That gives us one. That gives us one of our updates, by the way. Also, I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to surpass 22. I don't think we're going to be able to surpass it immediately, but we're definitely going to be able to get there. Is there a chance that we can get... Ooh, Lapis Lazuli. I should be building that here, shouldn't I? Yeah, I absolutely should. We need to be building a gem. The critter doesn't necessarily have to be here. Okay, we're gonna replace this. We're gonna replace this. We're gonna get you over here. I know I don't wanna do it, but we're gonna do it nonetheless. Because I want to utilize this super booster. Then we're gonna place this. And that's gonna give me 2 adjacency bonuses. Although, actually, now that I think about it, I can only place quartz in that specific biome. But I'm kind of thinking, let's definitely make another desert tile. Then let's slam quartz into the ground over here. And then let's place the super booster and see what we can do. Ooh, we're not able to place it because it's not biodiverse enough. That's a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a shame because we've already got the Lapis Lazuli down. Either way, not necessarily the end of the world. I could place that down there. That would not be a bad idea. I just don't feel like it's worth enough. That's the only problem. That's the only problem. We also need to increase other cities as well. I know that I was talking about keeping them pretty darn poor, but let's focus on the other cities a little bit. Tree biotica, if there are 2 element bioticas. Well, let's have a little look. Do we have... What is this? This is an element bioticas. Okay, that's fine. So I think we're gonna go for you, Eureka. Congratulations. And that's gonna give us already, apparently, a whole bunch of additional science because we've got those mossy boulders. So we're gonna be getting science. We're gonna be getting quite a lot of it, which is very, very nice indeed. And we need to get all the way up to 10. That's quite a ways away, I'm afraid. Right. I really do want to get this somewhere, but we just don't have the space at the moment, do we? 10 science, 1 biodiversity counts as an empty slot. If we build this, is that going to give me extra biodiversity? Because I would kind of love that. I think it is. I think it is. And we need to hit 4. We need to hit 4 biodiversity in this biome here. Nice. Okay, that's us up to 4. That's us up to 4. Okay, we're about to be absolutely horrifically wealthy if my calculations are correct. Each distinct gem bioticum. Okay, let's see how much this brings in. Let's see how much money it is. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay. That is absolutely sick. That is going to blow us right past 13 gold. For sure. The Pirate Queen has 2 element biotica within the borders. Yeah, that is perhaps going to be more of a problem. That is perhaps going to be more of a problem. Oh, look, we actually expanded over here, which is quite nice. Very, very cool. Newdale Shrines agreed to export statues to Prickle June's market. Okay, very cool. My cities are all getting on. Fantastic. Okay. We need to reach a population of 5. That is our level 2 objective here. Getting to elemental bioticum is... I mean, redstone? Is that a plant? It's undergrowth. Let's slam that down into the ground there. It's an element, that's fine. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, that actually totally counted. Amazing. Right, so the Pirate Queen having 40 prosperity is the next objective. I gotta be honest, that's a big old number that I'm not sure that we're necessarily gonna hit. But we can certainly do our darndest. Okay, Sagetown needs a population. A big population indeed. Do we have anything that we can stick in here? Drafts. We have no drafts at the moment, so that's not gonna go. That's not gonna take us anywhere. I think the inventor village is where we wanna. Is where we wanna grow things. An ash tree. I think an ash tree is not terrible. I think an ash tree is not terrible. It's probably gonna be the best. Probably gonna be the best for us in order to get science. What did the mossy rock give us? It gives us 20. Do I just want to build a series of mossy rocks though? The truthful answer is maybe. The untrue answer is maybe not. Right. All is calm at the moment. This is great. We're up to 6. Now each and every level is going to become a little bit harder to get for us. We only have 3 additional buildings left. We only have 3 additional buildings. We love the science. Oh my goodness, 88. Holy cow, that's a heck of a lot of science. Newdale Shrines can control a bigger area. The group has set out to add new patches to the city. Amazing. I'm very, very happy with that. Are we going to be able to get an additional level? Ooh, it's a science booster. Tell you what, maybe that's exactly what we need. You know what? I think we're gonna hit this level 2 objective without doing that. Oh, we absolutely are. Absolutely bang on. 5 unique biotica within the borders. Lol, that's gonna be a challenge. We got a lot of mossy rock going around, but we don't have much of anything else. The problem is we need to get a population. We need to get a little bit of a population boost going on over here in the desert. The stoat would be great. Do I replace the gem? I think I replaced this. Yeah, you know what? It's going to lead to a little bit of a negative vibe. It's going to lead to a little bit of a negative vibe, but we're okay with that, I think, because the food bonus that we're going to get and the wealth bonus is going to be worthwhile, because we will get a wealth bonus from having the rogue bonus on the sand cat, which is fine. 2 predators. Yeah. Don't really have much additional space, do we? We don't really have much additional space at all. Yeah, it's all looking a bit tight. We have the ability to get basically one more thing placed. I haven't really focused up on Timberberg in a while, have I? Got that apple tree up and running. Sure, you know what? Let's go for a little science output, shall we? What the heck? And a little bit of biodiversity as well. Very, very nice indeed. Here we go. Science and food. Very, very cool. We've got fruit. We've got one singular thing left to place. Are you herbivore? You're a predator. Let's replace the ordering here. Oh, we can't. Of course, we're finito. So where does that get us food wise? I tell you what, it's not going to get us to 20, but it's not going to get us. It's not going to get us far off. We're up to what, 15 after that? It's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Let's see what's next. Oh, look at that. The people have completed the pyramid. Fantastic. I will say, I absolutely love the whole sort of like Monument Age little story there. We completed the planet. Look at us. We absolutely did it. That feels like quite a lot of prosperity. 4 distinct biomes. Yep. Although the ocean doesn't really count. We didn't really put anything in the ocean. But hey, I think we kind of rocked the Monument Age. Not gonna lie. This is where the game gets actually really kind of cool, because we can receive our rewards. We'll unpack our rewards, see what we've got. Boom. We have got ourselves an antimony. There we go. That's antin. White willow. What's next? What did we get? Pearls. Jasper for the desert biome, and sea crate. There you go. And with that, we will leave the planet. We will turn our attention to global progress. We've unlocked a brand new giant, by the way, a swamp giant. We can advance to new eras, so we can stay on planets for longer. We can upgrade patches. That's very, very cool. We've unlocked a rainforest biome, which I absolutely adore. And we've got 2-star Biotica as well. A whole new rank of Biotica has been added to your collection, and new ones can be unlocked. We are progressing towards level 4, which is going to give us the planet shop, which we can trade away population, tech, and wealth for helpful resources. We can also buy Eon in the shop. Oh my goodness. Planet shop, we can borders boosters. Oh, there's so much stuff. A frost giant, terraform, 3rd era, a savanna giant. I mean, look at all this. Look at all this stuff. It's fantastic, and we can actually unlock additional abilities for each and every one of our golems as well, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we could jump back into this planet, but the way that you progress is by building out new planets. But now it's not necessarily a sort of straight down thing about who we take to the planet. We can actually set the final era. We've pushed that. We've pushed the boundaries of human knowledge into the future, which is fantastic. Feels really, really good. Thank you ever so much to Fire Squid for sponsoring this video, and just a reminder that you can get the game right now at 10% off, linked down in the description below. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.